here. I am so glad you could join me today. Guess what day this is? Yes, it is. It's Ask Sharon Anything Day. It's my Q&A day. And boy, I'm loaded with them again today, girlfriends, okay? So for all of you new people, welcome, 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 welcome. And feel free, I invite you to scroll on down and hit that subscribe button. You're going to be a member of my tribe, girlfriend, when you do that. And then hit that little bell next to it. That'll notify you of my upcoming videos. Right now, I'm trying to videotape twice a week. Thanks so much for being here. Mwah! I love all you guys. Okay, I got your questions, and I'm going to answer them for you, girlfriends. We got a heavy-duty day, so this ought to be a lot of fun. Okay, let's start with the first question. Dear Sharon, does LED light really work? We know that you have used it before and you know quite a bit about it. Can you educate us on this? Well, let me say this. Yes, LED light does work. What LED light does is it cuts down on inflammations and it helps with lymphatic drainage as well. I think definitely, if you haven't tried LED light, do it. I say the LightStim is a good place to start, okay? LightStim is great. I think it's very, very powerful. They've got all kinds of the brilliant lasers that are very similar to LED, the way they work, in other words. I think the LightStim is probably top of the line. And go ahead, try it. You will love it. It does work. Now, it takes time. Nothing's going to be overnight. You girls know that, okay? You have to be consistent about your routine. But yeah, it works, okay? Thanks for your question, girlfriend. Said, Dear Sharon, can you mix hyaluronic acid with my growth serum? Since it is an acid, I wasn't sure. Okay, see, hyaluronic acid is not really what you call an acid like glycolic acid or some of the other acids. Hyaluronic acid is a hydrator, much is what we call a humectant, okay? It draws hydration in is what it does. So can you, you asked me, can you mix it with growth factors? Absolutely you can. I do it all the time. I mean, every night. Y'all ladies have to excuse me. I have a long hair right in front of my face. This happened to me last week too. And have you ever seen a little hair waving in the breeze that's driving you crazy? I see that one. Yee, wah, wah. Okay. So yes, absolutely, you can mix it with your growth factors. If you've seen any of my skincare videos, you will notice that I will put on, my HA5 after I tone and essence and so forth. And then I, always add all my other serums and, stuff, my vitamin C and what have you. And then my growth factors. So yes, you can use it alongside with this and mix it. Yeah, I don't mean in your hand, but can you mix it in while you're layering? Yes, you can. Okay. Thanks for your question. A lot of people get that mixed up. They think hyaluronic acid is like some sort of big, powerful acid. What actually causes sagging skin, Sharon? Do you really know? Yes, of course I know. Have it. Yes, sagging skin is volume loss, girlfriends, okay? It is volume loss. When your face starts sagging and you get these little gels, you're having a volume loss. You've lost collagen, you've lost elastin. That happens with age. Everybody's going to sag. You're going to sag under the arms, you're going to sag in your stomach, you're going to sag everywhere. Your rear end's going to sag. I mean, come on. We're not 20 anymore, okay? We're not even 30. So, yes, you're going to sag. So, and you start losing, collagen and elastin starting at the age of, 25 anyway, 25 to 30. You start losing that 1% every year. So, yeah, we're all going to sag. But is there something we can do about sagging? Well, of course there's something we can do about volume loss. I mean, we have fillers. Hello. We've got lasers, okay? Things like that. It's not anything in the drugstore that's going to be lifting that back up, I can tell you. No. Or I would have already been there doing it, girlfriends, okay? Because I'm one of the older ones in our middle-age group, and I can tell you I have tried almost everything except, you know, the knife as far as a facelift with the knife. So no. But I can tell you this right now, the thing that has worked best, is more economical, and I'm absolutely thrilled with it, is fillers. Oh my gosh. Fillers are the answer to your prayer. And when you add it up, it doesn't cost half as much as anything else. If I were to have a facelift right now, and my plastic surgeon already quoted me a price. Are you all ready for this? Even with how I look right now, if he were to do a facelift, to really do a nice facelift, and he's going to throw in the eyes with it, do you know what that would cost me? $18,000. With all the, you know, medical grade stuff I've already done already. Think, what if I didn't, how much it would cost, right? But, so I'm saying to myself, do you really want to spend $18,000 right this minute? Because I don't think I need $18,000 worth of cutting and time to get rid of the bruising and all that kind of stuff, because believe me, I would bruise like crazy now that I'm on a blood thinner, forget it. So, this is what he recommended. Do fillers. Fillers are so much easier. Even with your, you know, blood thinner, you might have a few little bruises somewhere, but not a biggie, and you can still have your fillers. I mean, hello! And fillers are not that expensive, depending on how much you need. Now, let's say, hypothetically, that I want a little more volume in my cheeks, because I have lost volume in my cheeks. That's obviously why I have this and marionette lines. That means we've lost the volume in our cheeks. Because once they put filler in the cheeks, like Voluma, do you see the difference that makes right there? And then maybe they'll put a little sculpture underneath the Voluma. Let's just say if you needed it. Now watch this. Let me see if I can do it the way they showed me. Facelift 101. Do you see what I'm saying? And all of this goes up, and this tightens up under here. Because when you fill it up, it goes all like this, and it takes up all the loose skin. So, say, okay, well, gosh, Sharon, that sounds great. How much would that cost, I wonder? Well, I already priced it. All right. If I put in a syringe in this cheek and a syringe in this cheek, and let's say it's Voluma or either Juvederm, it's going to run $750 a syringe. Okay? Because the doctor told me you're going to need one full syringe here, one full syringe here to pull it up where you had it. All right? Now, it's going to last for a year. 12 whole months, ladies, yes. But, and so you figure, you know, 750 times 2 is 1,500. Okay? But it's all year. I don't have to worry about it all year. Oh, hallelujah. How lovely. You know, in the meantime, the only thing I've got to worry about is my little Botox in my 11s. Do you see what I'm saying? That's how simple this is. And I say simple, I know everybody's like, well, yeah. But they have payment plans now. They have, you know, as much Botox as I get, like every 3 months, which I got to get in there quickly, you know, you add points when you're on what they call the Brilliant program. I think that's what they call it. And like right now, I can go in and have a $500 Botox job, and I built up enough points that I'm only going to have to pay $100 when I walk in, because I have points built up. That's the beautiful part about the program. You build up points. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, big deal. But yes, that is the best way to take care of the sagging. And the cheapest way, I might add too, okay? And you don't have any downtime. You walk in, you get it, and guess what? It's instant. You don't have to wait for something magical to happen. Like Botox, you got to wait a few days before you see, you know, something happening. But with the fillers, it's right then. Boom! And out the door you go, looking so fine, you don't know what to do with yourself. Think about that, girlfriends. Okay? Hope that answers your question. Thanks so much. Okay. I love talking about fillers. Oh, I could do commercials for fillers. I might start thinking about that too. I tell you, I love those fillers. Okay, let's see. Hello, Sharon. I am 55 years old and I watch every video you put out and I am subscribed to you. Well, thank you, girlfriend. It says, I want to start a complete regimen of medical grade skincare. There are so many products out there and you recommend so many, I do not know exactly where to start. Can you give me a beginning regimen that I could build onto? Yes, without my sitting down and talking to you or seeing your skin, what you might want to do is I have a video in my playlist of the 4 most important medical grade products to start with, that you only need like 4. If you'll go on and watch that, that's going to kind of give you an idea of what you need, because that's kind of overall, that's without anything extra. And then of course, if that's not enough and you want more, contact me. We'll set up a time to consult, okay? And then put you on a, full-fledged. But I liked it for you just to start getting used to like 1 product at a time, actually. Now, if you're not on a good vitamin C, I'm going to recommend that right off the bat. I can tell you that. And, I only believe in one, SkinCeuticals, vitamin C. That's what I believe in. So you might want to start there. You might want to start, also with a little hyaluronic acid after that. I would rather you start a slow building up product so you can see if your skin loves it. Your skin's going to love some products more than others. And also it's going to enable us to put it in an order. So just try starting off with that first. Like, let's say hypothetically, if you're on a good vitamin C, I'm in a good vitamin C serum, then let's say maybe you're already on Retin-A. Okay, that would be like where we need to go. Now, if you need anything else, like contact me or we'll go from there. I kind of need to know what you're using now, and what kind of skin type you are, and et cetera, et cetera. But just generally speaking, I do have that video on the 4 absolute must products, okay? Thanks. Appreciate your question, girlfriend. Dear Sharon, how do you look so expensive? What is your tip? Oh, you're a doll. Well, I don't look expensive, to be honest with you, but I'm glad you think so. I don't know if you're talking about clothes, makeup, hair, or what. Let's maybe talk about clothes or fashion or something. Let's just get down the nitty-gritty. I am a firm believer in staples, okay? I just do. I have my main staples. I have a lot of gray, I have a lot of black, I have a lot of white, I have a lot of tan and beige, and then I have accent colors as well. And the accent colors are to fill in with my staples when needed. And I say, oh, and navy blue, love it. So if you're in my closet, you walk in, you're going to see a whole wall of nothing but blazers. I have ivory, I have white, I have navy, I have reds, I have blues, I have blushes, I have grays, I have blacks, lots of blacks. Then I've got them in different type of materials. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I can trade a blazer off with a pencil skirt or a pair of dark pants or indigo jeans and a top underneath, possibly a color, a little pop of color, and then voila. But that's what I do. I try to stick with staples and just add pops of color. It can even be color in a handbag or a scarf. I'm very much known for carrying structured handbags, and I have gorgeous little scarves hanging from them, flopping kind of in the breeze, if you know what I mean. I'm really known for that. That's kind of a just a thing I've always done since I was young. My mom did it, so that's where I picked up from there all these years. But I would think about that. That, you can look so totally put together. And I'll tell you what I like better than anything is the monochromatic look. Oh my gosh. You walk out, let's say you have an all red outfit, a red blouse, long gorgeous red slacks, you know, red booties, a hot looking purse. I wouldn't carry a red purse, but something different. And, you know, your jewelry and accessories, va va voom. Same thing with white, same thing with black. Like over the holidays before I got sick, I went to a gig, a party, and I wore all white. The white blazer, you know, white shell underneath, white trouser type pants, white, and white. The only thing that stood out were my earrings that were gold. So that's what I'm, you know, that was a great Christmas event because, you know, people wear a lot of white then too. But the monochromatic look really catches attention. You look taller, and believe it or not, you look slimmer no matter what it is. I love the monochromatic look, and it was so big again this year. But those are my little tips. We'll get into another video in depth about all this if you want sometime. If y'all are interested, just let me know, okay? But that's what I do personally, girlfriends. Thanks for your question, cutie pie. We haven't had a fashion question in quite a while. Yeah, that was kind of fun. Okay, there's just so many other ways, but like I said, we can get into that. Okay, the next question. Dear Sharon, I think it would be real interesting to hear about your experience with your eye jobs when you were in your 40s. I'm starting to think about it, but wondering if there would be an alternative to my crepey under eye area. Thank you. Always a pleasure to watch your videos. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate the question. All right. Let me just nip it in the bud. When I had my eye job, you know, done on both eyes in my 40s, and I think I was 47, maybe. I can't remember. Well, maybe it was in 91 or something. Anyway, somewhere in there, okay? When I had my eye job done, I didn't go in to have the wrinkles under here removed. First of all, I didn't even have a wrinkle under my eye at that time. But right here in the center, which I have now, if you'll look closely, I had 2 puff bags, which I have again, because this has been 100 years since I've had an eye job. And then, of course, I had a hooded eye, like I do now. So, by going in, he was going to take the fat pad from under here, and he was going to take the fat pad from up here. And he did, out of both eyes. And then, of course, he saved the fat, put it in the fridge case. I ever lost volume in my eyes, I could always retrieve my fat and they could put it back under. But that's not my problem. Okay? Because, see, I got those little fat pads back here now. Remember, plastic surgery is only good for 12 years. Only. And then you have to go back and repeat it. So if you wait a long, long time till the day you're going 6 feet under, you'll look good. You know what I mean? But I had mine done when I was younger, of course. So that doesn't get the crepiness and everything out from your eye. That's not what it's meant to be. With crepiness, there's all kinds of other things. Laser is the very, 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 very best. Like any type of fractional lasers, any type of Surfx, Resurfx type lasers under there are great. Just boop, boop, boop. You have about 4 treatments. The next thing that I absolutely love for crepiness under the eyes is Revision. It's a medical grade company, and it puts out DEJ eye cream, and that takes away all the crepiness from up here and removes most under here. Okay, when I say most, because if you have lines by the crow's feet and everything, you just probably need to shoot a little Botox there, okay? But for the most part, that's what does it. But getting an eye job without the extra work that they do under it is not going to totally get rid of that. It's just going to tighten up what you've got and take out the fat pads, if you know what I mean, okay? And it takes a while for it to heal because your eyes are black and blue, and you put stitches. You got to go in and get stitches out, yada yada. But hey, would I do it again? Of course, please, over and over and over if I could. Okay, my ladies, and the same way in the lower eye. The most sensitive part about it was taking the stitches out, especially on the bottom. That's when I wanted to go Piggy! You know, I mean, whoa, whoa, whoa. I wasn't too crazy about that. But it looked great afterwards, I can tell you that, girlfriends, okay? Thanks for your question. That's what. Sharon, can you tell us what type of exercises you are doing right now? It may help us older ladies. Yes. Right now, my whole exercise regime, as you well know, there's that hair again. Got it, you little sucker. Okay. As you well know, I had a heart attack around the holidays. Yes, yes, yes. The next question I know wants to know what led up to it, so you ladies can be watching out. I'll go into that in a minute. But after they put the stents in and everything, and I was there and getting well and all that, came home. The doctor obviously wrote a prescription for me to go and have cardiac rehab at the hospital. So I go Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I have to go to 36 classes. And it's very, very rigid. I mean, they don't play, okay? I mean, I just can't walk in, la, 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 la. Oh, As soon as you walk in, they're going to check your blood pressure, see how it looks. They're going to weigh you. They're going to put you on a machine, and it's going to either be 15 minutes or more. And you're going to have a monitor attached to you and some leads, because there's a gal at the computer keeping up with your heart rate and what have you while you do all these things. And do you sweat? Mm-hmm. Yes, you do. Is it fun? No, not particularly. Never really minded a whole lot of exercise before, but when somebody tells me I have to, you know, there's something about my knucklehead brain that says, what do you mean I have to? Yuck. So I'm doing a treadmill they have me on, and that's for 15 minutes, and the speed continuously increases every time you walk in the door and the incline. That's why I'm not having fun. Then I'm on a recumbent bike, and no, I like that a lot. I don't care how fast I go or anything. I'm doing great on that. That's fun because it's got little air conditioners, you know, that blow on your fan, so I'm staying cool. And yeah, I dig that. Okay, then the next thing I'm on is what they call a step and something or other trainer. You're sitting on this seat and you're, you know, pedaling with both feet up and down like this, and your arms are pulling the hootis back and forth, you know. So you're doing all this kind of crap like you're climbing. And that's kind of fun. Not great fun, but it's kind of fun. But everything is, every day your speed increases, your time increases, and they chart it. They're checking your blood pressure in between. I know that my heart rate has just gone up sky high, and I had to sit in a chair for like 20 minutes before I could go to the car and go home, you know, when it's done. But I'm trying to help myself. You know, I'm probably trying to overdo is what I'm probably doing. But anyway, I think that's just part of it, to tell you the truth. So I'm doing really good though. I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's a trip. I'm the youngest one there. That bothers me a little bit, because I'm saying to myself, why am I the youngest one here? So why did this happen? And of course, this leads us up to the next question that the next person asked. Can you give us the signs and tell us how in the world this happened to you when you have always had excellent health? Yeah, I can tell you. I am what they call a Virgo. I'm anal to a fault. I do 20 things at one time and do them very well. I have always been this type personality. I'm type A all the way down the line. And that's not always a good thing, ladies. Please don't do that. And I'm telling you why. There's no such thing as perfection in life, and I'm trying to learn that. Even in my old age, I can't always have everything just the way I want it. You see what I mean? This is stuff I'm trying to learn. But what happened around Christmas time, I had two things going with some major sponsors. I was working day and night on contracts and things. Then I also had the 12 days of Christmas come up. I also had parties and stuff to attend, business parties with Sugar Booger. I had everything in the world going on. You know how I am. I have everything going on at the same time. Okay, with all of this, I didn't get tired per se. I started noticing I was getting just a tad foggy. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I just need to rest. I know one thing, I was not getting over 3 hours sleep. All of a sudden, I couldn't sleep. And, you know, I'd even go and take a Zyrtec trying to put me to sleep. And that wasn't working that well, and always used to. Then, with all the pressure and the stress of hitting deadlines and getting everything done, I felt like I could kind of feel my heart going like this. Pressure, in other words, blood pressure. So I wasn't stupid. I called the doctor and says, you know what? I feel my heart pumping in my chest. I think my blood pressure's up. He said, well, Sharon, check your blood pressure. I said, okay. I mean, you know, because I didn't have time to think about anything else. So I went and I said, whoa, danger, danger. My pressure was up. At that time, my pressure was like I think it was 163 as I recall, over 90 something. I've never had anything other than 120 over 70 or 120 over 80 my whole life, ever. So that to me is a problem. So I called the doctor. He goes, oh, I don't like that. He said, I want you to come into my office tomorrow right at noon, and I want it checked from here. So I went in, and it was a little bit higher than that. And then he said, you know, I think we need to do an echo. I said, no, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time. I'm fine. He said, come back again tomorrow. So again, I went back. This time, it was higher. I mean, higher. Well, it was like Christmas Eve, because he had wanted me to go to the hospital. So, oh, no, I couldn't possibly. It's Christmas Eve. I said, I'll wait. Maybe I'll do it the day after Christmas or something. You know, not paying attention, knowing I know what's going on. But I think, I'll just go home, prop my feet up. I'll be fine. You know how you talk yourself into this stuff. And I made, you know, I'm checking my own pressure at home, so everything's cool. I mean, well, it's not cool, but I'm doing it at home myself. Then, the day after Christmas, it was the 26th, I said, oh, you know, I am hot. I just feel hot. And all of a sudden, I felt like, ooh, a tightness in the chest. It just got tight. And I was checking my pressure, and it was up pretty good. I mean, it was up. And so I thought, you know, I know what to do, but I'm not going to do it yet. Okay, so I'm just resting here. So I called my daughter, and I said, you know, you might want to just come on over here because my system's acting squirrely. She said, Mom, what is going on? So when she got over there, of course, she's panicking. I said, no, everything's cool. Just relax. It's not my time anyway. So, you know, knucklehead. So then all of a sudden this kind of tightness got into a crushing feeling, like someone was stepping on my chest. At that time I said, okay, let's check the blood pressure right now. We did. It was 214 over 100 and something. It was, forget it. I said, call the ambulance. We got an issue. And I knew what I was doing. I was having a heart attack. I'm not stupid. I mean, this was my industry I used to be in, so I know what's going on. I'm just hard-headed. So the ambulance came, and I said, okay, we're going to Presby. Let's go. And sure enough, I got there, running all the tests, and they go, oh my gosh, hark, she's a mess. Okay. So I was there for, 4 or 5 days, something like that. I had all the tests run. I had blockages. I have stents. I feel great. You're taking one day at a time. Now, you had also asked me, does this change you in some way? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me explain to you. When something happens in or around your heart, and it's whether you get it fixed or whatever, everything really changes. I mean, all of a sudden you start kind of slowing your roll. You go, whoa, wait a minute. Not only are you a little more emotional than usual, in and out, in and out, you're having to watch things, you're having to look out, you're on all this medicine, and you're going, oh, I really hate this. Your whole lifestyle changes before your eyes, knowing for the rest of your life that's the way it's going to be. Okay, it just is. You're not going to stop taking all that medicine as long as you have certain things done, to your heart and blah, blah, blah. And you need thinners, you need blood pressure medicines, you need cholesterol type meds sometimes if you have blockages. And you're taking Plavix, you're taking this, honey, it's everything, okay? So yes, everything has changed, but you know what? Let me tell you something. This is what happens. You finally say to yourself, I can slow down. This is pretty cool. I don't feel stressed today, because that doctor came in, and do you know what he told me to my face? The little weasel, you are stressed out. Stress is your problem. Everything is stress. And I went, oh my gosh. He had a shrink come up. The shrink said, you are stressed out. You are high anxiety. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I already know all this. What are you charging me for? Just give me some pills, I'll behave. What can I say? I'm one of those, I'm telling you, we're terrible patients when you've been in the nursing field. You're a terrible patient, okay? And it's not that we want to be. We just happen to be kind of lousy at it. But anyway, I was good. I did what I was told. And, I was just up, walking all over the place, having a high time. However, I'm not stupid. I am following every instruction. I am eating what they want to eat. And another funny thing about it is, everything about the way you ate or what you liked is totally changed as well. I don't eat very much at all now. And yes, the weight is falling off again. That's not a bad thing. But I thought, wow, usually I'll at least might be interested in some sort of Mexican food. Nada. I don't know. Everything has changed. Everything has changed. But I'm alive and I feel great, and it's a lesson to my family. So, they need to know to watch out for themselves should anything like that happen, but I doubt it will. I'm the only nutcase in the family, because I take care of the world. I take care of the whole entire family. So now everything's a little different. I had a big powwow, got them all straightened out, everybody's in tow. So right now it's working really good, and I'm real pleased. And those were the signs for me. I never got, any arm issues like men usually do. I didn't get it on either arm. 2 weeks prior to that, I had an achiness in my right shoulder. But I thought to myself, okay, that's just arthritis, who knows. But all the little bitty signs you need to watch out for. But trust me, when it starts to happen, you know it. Your whole face gets completely red because your pressure is off the charts. It's way up there. And like my daughter said, your face was scarlet red. And, I was perspiring profusely as well. So, yeah. But I tell you what, feel good. I think I'm looking pretty good. The glow on my skin is not there. I'm having to really work on that, getting my glow back, if you know what I mean. My skin's a little dry, but I'm taking quite a bit of medicine. And it can dry out your skin. So, I can work around it. I can spray on glow or brush it on with highlighter or something. But thank you so much for asking. I hope some of this helps you ladies. This has been a lot of fun today. I know we've run over. I apologize, but you guys, I had so many of the same questions. You all wanted the symptoms. You all wanted the steps. You wanted everything. You wanted to know the exercises because, you know, some of you are panicking because if it could happen to me, they think, oh my gosh, could it happen to somebody else? But I know what caused mine. I also know how to relax and enjoy the rest of my, you know, young years, okay? So I love each and every one of you. Thank you, all my new subbies, for coming and subscribing. I love each and every one of you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Ooh, we're having so much fun. And to all of my subbies, I want you to stay sassy, classy, and confident. And give me a big thumbs up on this video.